And we are live in the Boomer Pre-Show.
where we talk about random stuff. I actually went to the that little comic book convention. I know it's been 2 weeks, so I've got all the stuff put up. But I did. I think I put it online for you to see it. I did pick up a sweet Silver Surfer #4.
Oh yeah, I saw
Uh,
that. I'm like,
yeah, like what?
I'm just like, I see it. I go, I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, I remember when I had a job and money and could buy shit.
Damn it! I got it. I bought a bunch of stuff from the same dealer. I was like, dude, you make me a deal. And when me and my kid were there, she's like, hey, I like all those Alien comics. And he's finally like, hey, look, if you buy that one, I'll throw in all of these Alien and Predator comics. And I got a Batman. And what else did I get from him? Oh, I did buy from 1964, a uh, king size Marvel annual, I think it is. Or no, king size Marvel special #1. That's the first reprint of Daredevil #1 from 60, not 64, 66, 2 years after Daredevil come out. I love reading the old books in their first reprints.
hmm
You get all the newsprint. It's about as close as you're gonna get to being able to handle one. He did throw in a coverless Hulk 5 too. Uh,
I saw today on Facebook Marketplace, and
yeah.
the only thing that stopped me was not having any money, uh, which is usually what stops me. They had a coverless Avengers 10 first appearance of Kang, and the guy was only asking like $30.
Oh, really? That was 8. Kang is 8.
Kang is 8. It was
Yeah,
advertised
10
as
is
8.
10 is a Mortis.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
but
was
damn,
advertising it as
30.
the first Kang, but it was actually, I guess, the first Immortus. So,
They had a couple Avengers 8s there that they wanted, and they weren't in great shape. That book is going for so much money now. It's crazy, and it was I saw a couple of them there for like $1,500, $2,000. Like mid shape, and I'm like, it just seems crazy expensive for me.
mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, and I guess people are paying for it because if they weren't paying for it for that much, then they wouldn't have them for sale for that much. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
comic books is the new stock market. So,
Yeah. Oh, they're waiting for him to come up in the damn next movie. Because
mm-hmm.
he was teased in Loki, wasn't it? Loki.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Loki.
I never finished watching Loki.
Did you? I didn't either. I've got to finish watching Loki. I've only finished. Honest to God, dude, I've only finished WandaVision and Moon Knight. I've got one episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier left, which I did like. I just haven't got around to watching the last episode. Um,
I watched all of Falcon and Winter. I watched all of WandaVision and Moon Knight. um, I did finally get to sit down and watch Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
yeah, didn't like it.
No, it was fun.
Yeah,
It was a look. If nothing else, watching Patrick Stewart roll in the '93 X-Men animated series Yellow Hover Chair with the actual X-Men cartoon music playing faintly in the
in the
background
background.
as he rolls in is worth the price of admission, and my price was free, so I like my admission quite well. Um,
The
and
only thing that got me is it seemed like they were more physical, a lot more physical. What do you want to call them? Physical special effects in there, if that makes any sense.
mhm.
You could tell there was a lot of makeup. I mean, there wasn't so much CGI as in most of the Marvel movies. There's a lot of CGI in it, but there's also a lot of physical stunts, physical stuff. I mean, you look at the end when Doctor Strange is, Zombie Strange or whatever you want to call him there. That's freaking Ash's makeup from Evil Dead 2.
Yep.
Uh,
And the fact that Ash is actually in the movie, punching
Yep.
himself in the face with mustard.
Whoa, it's finally over.
It's finally over. I'm like, man, that is
But
the perfect way to celebrate that Stan the Man is gone. is to replace Stan the Man with Bruce Campbell and like stupid cameos like that.
in every episode or every movie, that could be cool.
Every movie, Bruce Campbell shows up now.
Yeah,
That should
well, I
be,
mean,
that
he's
should
in
be a
like
thing.
he was in the 3 first Spider-Man movies, wasn't he? And it's just I don't know, dude. The Ramy does such great stuff. And Campbell is so much fun. See, that's the whole thing. I think that's cool with it. Like those guys, they are more old school, and I don't say like us, but I actually talked to my brother about this a little bit today. We were talking about reading modern comics and everything else, and so much stuff is they want to pile in all this other, I don't want to say agendas and speak to the world and all this other crap, and that's okay if it's in there, but dude, I want to just read a comic book. I got enough of that crap when I turn on the TV.
Yeah, that's all they're doing though, pushing agendas.
Yep. I do have something cool. My kid did in our kitchen remodel. She's finally she washed this out and put all my stuff in it. So there's my Dungeons and Dragons dice in my Chattanooga whiskey bottle. Do you realize how much they charge for damn D&D polyhedron dice now? We were at the freaking comic book convention, and she's like, "Dad, can I get some D&D dice? So that way I could have my own." I'm saying, "Yeah, baby, you can get your own D&D dice, but I mean, why do you need them? I've got about 40 sets at the house, but yours are like really old, and none of them are all the same color. It's D&D dice."
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it doesn't matter what color the D20 is when you fail your saving throw.
Yeah, when you roll a crit fail, I mean, you could have Purple Mountain Majesty dice, and it's not going to matter. You're still dead.
No, and then you can sit there and go, "But I had the high ground."
Oh God. Did you watch any of the Obi?
I haven't. I watched half of. I may have watched all of the first season of but the Baby Yoda show. But that's about it.
I've watched all of Mandalorian. I've watched all of Boba Fett. I watched all of Obi. There was a bunch of stuff in there that I did not like, but there was so much stuff in there that I did like. And really? Somebody captured it, and what they said about it, no spoiler, comment online, which is few and far between, but they were like, just watch the last episode of Obi-Wan. I'm 13 again.
Really? That good, huh?
Not
I don't know. We've
all of
been
it.
watching.
It was really dark. It's like let's just say there were some lightsaber duels that reminded me of me and my drunk friends running around in glow-in-the-dark condoms in college.
Oh my God!
That's all I'm going to say about that. Because it was so dark, all you saw was like a light here and a light there, and I'm I go,
how can I see this shit?
You can illuminate the stuff a little bit,
They pulled something from the Warner Brothers movie making technique.
Yeah.
Do you think Bruce Campbell's going to do a good job in Aquaman 2?
I didn't know he was in Aquaman too.
Yeah, dude. Hadn't you seen that online petition? He's going to replace Amber Heard now.
Oh God, no.
He's going to be. He's.
I heard your wife.
Yeah, he's gonna be the new Mira.
We do not need to see Bruce Campbell in spandex.
Dude, I'm sorry. That was funny.
Especially with the little man titty flesh hanging out.
All right, so as a lead into so we can get into our book here. As a lead into it, did you see the joke I put online concerning this character?
I don't think so.
Okay, so why doesn't the Hulk's pants fall off when he changes shape?
Why?
All those scientific experiments altered his genes.
Oh my God. On that note, welcome back to a new episode of OK Boomer, the podcast. I am coughing well because I got the COVID coughing.
and this is Thomas, who doesn't have the COVID. I did jack up my knee, so does that count? I went to the doctor. They said it's probably arthritis.
Welcome to the club.
Jesus, I didn't want to be in the damn club.
Just for sake of argument, your knee is not what you're supposed to be jacking. Now on with the regular schedule program.
Regular schedule program. Fantastic Four 25 and 26, because this is a double issue, man. It's one gigantic brawl.
I know.
It's good. It really is good. Some of the art's a little off, though. There are a few
some of the art is a lot off.
Well, I was being nice. I mean, this is the king. He was drawing like 27 comic books at the same time, so you know,
yeah,
you got to give him a little bit of a break.
He was trying to keep count of who was paying him up front.
Yep, because this is what, like 60, 62 or 63? 63, yeah. I think. God almighty, dude. But yeah, Fantastic Four number 25, a Marvel super spectacular. This is the big one. Incredible Hulk versus the Thing. Battle of the Century. You know what really starts out though is when we get into this one. Let me see if it says what year. That's from whenever this scan was pulled, 2013. I think it's like 63 though. But the freaking book opens and Ben's acting crazy. Yeah, okay. Story by Stan Lee, art by Jack Kirby. George Bell is the inker, and Sal Rosen is the letterer, as always. He lettered everything. But Ben's acting really funny here. And as we read the story, and this kind of goes into the later issues, which I think they develop much more. We never went back to FF51. I know we talked about reading it, but we didn't after the Silver Surfer, the third issue of the Silver Surfer story. But he's like, knock it off, Rubberhead. And we find out that Reed has managed to actually create a formula by accident, which will turn Ben Grimm back into Ben Grimm permanently. He won't be the Thing anymore at all.
But he's afraid Alicia won't love him anymore.
Exactly. She won't love me if I'm if I'm me, she just loves me as the Thing. And um, the thing that's funny about that is he gets so upset with it that he actually swipes the damn formula, which is a complete, Reed finds it by accident. He even says it here. And when he smacks it out of his hand, he gets it all over Reed. It breaks. Of course, they get in a huge fight, and Alicia comes in, and she's, hey, um, listens to her, and, they finally leave. As they go out there, they say Alicia shows him a newspaper she picks up that actually talks to about the Avengers coming back to the U.S. after they fight the Hulk overseas, and that's in Avengers 3. I don't know if you've ever read it.
No, but I know of it.
Okay, so that's the issue where the Avengers are overseas, and they go over there to find the Submariner, and they're fighting together, and the Hulk and Submariner get in a fight or something, but the Avengers then think the Hulk is teaming up with the Submariner to attack them. So they get into this massive fight and with each other. The Hulk's like, "You've turned against me for the last time." After the fight with Submariner, he's like, "The Avengers, you've turned against me the last time. I'm gone." And he leaves. And the Avengers come back. And in Avengers 4, on the way back, that's when they find Cap. And they bring his ass out of the ice. And, he jumps around and everything else. Absolutely stellar stuff. What's funny is, so this book, I guess, is going to be the next book chronologically after Avengers 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cap shows up at the end of this book. And his first appearance would be in Avengers 4. But, so yeah. So she's talking about, she's reading this about the Hulk. The Hulk's at the U.S. and the Avengers are looking for him out west. Meanwhile, blah, blah, story pans out west, and there's a damn big-ass rock in the middle of the road. So these truck drivers, they stop because they can't go around this rock, and they get out to see what the hell's going on, and the Hulk's behind it, and he breaks it open. And this is when the Hulk is still smart. He's not started to be dumbed down yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so he roughs these guys up. He's like, "I want to ride in your truck. You get me a ride to your truck, and I'll let you live.
And I won't kill you." Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm like,
they're like,
"That's
"Oh,
a little harsh." They're like, "Well, we need a powerful forklift to get this," and then boom, it's all gone.
Yeah. He just tears it all up and throws all this junk out of the damn way and climbs in the back of the truck, and they head off. Of course, inside the truck, the Hulk falls asleep and eventually changes back into Banner. Later on, the truck gets stopped. The police are actually looking for the Hulk, and they're kind of letting everybody know, "Hey, Hulk's around the area. Be on the lookout for him." And as the truck stopped, Banner jumps the hell out and runs across the desert, and they look at him like, "Hey, that's not the Hulk. That's some other dude. Just let him go."
Mm-hmm.
And he heads back. Of course, Bruce Banner looks for a cave or something to hide during the day, and he gets in here and goes to sleep, or not goes to sleep, but gets in there to rest or whatever. And as the night falls, he turns back into the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool. That I know you read the Immortal Hulk. I did too.
Yeah.
That's what was so cool about that series is they brought back the fact that the Hulk comes out at night. The night is the Hulk's time.
The Hulk comes out at night.
Exactly. It's not just when he gets mad. That comes later. And it's kind of a different Hulk. So yeah, he's smart.
Well, I got to tell you, the transformations that Kirby put down here, like on the page before and the top of this page.
That one?
Yep. As soon as I saw it, the first thing I could think of was the old 60s paper mache Marvel really bad the really bad 60s cartoons.
Yep. Yeah, that was
I've watched them all.
Yeah, the Incredible. Here comes Hulk. Incredible Hulk. Hulk. Hulk or whatever.
Mhm. Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Yes. Yep. Oh my God, those cartoons are so good. But so the Hulk, he comes back out at night and he's like, okay, I've got to find the Avengers, and I know where they are. They're in New York, so I'm gonna head there. Um, and he starts jumping. This is cool because he actually gets his. If we go back on our Marvel history here, he gets his jumping, not jumping power, but the first time he jumps like this is in Hulk 3. That's the one that has the cool cover with the Hulk jumping and the military people on it. Oh, look, he can fly now. Nothing we can do can stop the Hulk. And he's really just jumping.
Yeah.
So he's actually, no, he's not heading to the Avengers now. He's heading to his underground home, which this is where he goes and kind of goes in there and then locks himself away, and he can't get out. And Rick Jones is there. So the Hulk's heading back there while the Avengers are on the trail for him. There's Cap. And they've managed to find the damn wreckage that he threw out of the semi-truck. And they're looking for him. There's even Rick Jones, who brought all the Avengers together.
Dressing a lot like Peter Parker.
Rick, yeah. So they're sitting here talking about it, I wonder where the Hulk's gone. And Rick says, hey, we're in this area. I bet he's heading for his underground lab. So they debating on whether to go there, but the Hulk has already made it there. And notice the Bob Banner. I hate Bob Banner. I never want to change back to him again. So the Hulk gets to his underground lab, which, like I said, in the old issues, it's got a big steel door that closes him back off in a cave, and he just bangs on it at night. But because he's not been put in it and locked away, he destroys it.
Yeah.
So he won't ever be locked away again. And
good job, Bob.
Exactly, Bob.
I saw that and I go, Bob. I go, oh yeah, Robert Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
Bob. I'm like, they didn't stick with that for very long, and thank goodness.
No.
But
nah, dude, this is probably the only issue he's Bob Banner. So, and he keeps calling him Bob Banner. He says, I'm gonna get rid of him. And he's going through his damn pants, and he finds a newspaper, and he looks at it, and it says that the Avengers have replaced him with somebody named Captain America. And he says, well, Rick's not here now, so he must be with the Avengers. So this is where he decides he's going to get mad, and he's going to go to New York, where their headquarters are, and
kill the Avengers, yes.
And kill the Avengers. That's his whole plan. I'm going to go kill the damn Avengers. So Hulk leaves and heads that way. Whereas after he leaves, freaking Reed passes out. And I mean, dude, he's like running a fever and everything. The thing picks him up and gets him in here. And don't you love Sue Storm in these? She's all so like loving. Reed, my darling, speak to me. No use, Johnny. He doesn't hear anything. Get the doctor. We find out that he's actually getting a virus. And he got the virus from the damn formula that Ben knocked all over him.
But Reed was playing with viruses earlier in the day.
Yes. Yep, that's how he come across the accidental transfer formula that could change Ben back to being himself. So they go to get the doctor, and lo and behold,
like he was making COVID-19.
Oh my God, maybe, probably COVID-27 by now.
Yeah, right. Really.
They're heading back in the Fantastic Car. And as they are, Johnny's there, and he sees his damn building collapse. And it's like, oh, my God, there's the Hulk. Well, Johnny, who's not Johnny as we know him today, he's like, hey, I'll, go back, get Reed, fix him, do whatever you need to do. I'll go take on the Hulk. So he just jumps out of the damn helicar and heads down there. Some of the scenes from this issue are very, very classic. I didn't realize, like this top one, Dude, that was on so much Marvel material back in the day. I mean, it was on T-shirts. It was wasn't it even the letterbox at one time, or
Yeah.
or a scene very similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa. So anyway, Johnny Storm sees the Hulk tearing things up, and he's just Hulk's ranting and raving. He's like, hey, I'll go down there and burn him and stop him. And the Hulk just rips up a damn lamppost and goes to hit him with it. And when he does, Johnny just melts the damn thing. But eventually the Hulk like shocks him and this is what got me. I put this online like 2 weeks ago when we first read this. The Hulk seemed so much stronger back then. Now I know he's super powerful now and all this, but the thing is now I don't say his powers have been kind of outlined and have been set in stone after 50 or 60 years. 60 years. Here, all this is still new. They're making this crap up on the fly. But the Hulk is strong enough that he actually jumps and catches Johnny in the air and smothers him and puts him out. Yeah. And, of course, when he puts him out and puts him on the floor, the Hulk's like, hey, he's just a kid. You're not even worth my damn time. Where are the Avengers? Yep. And, of course, because this is New York, there's newspaper reporters everywhere. And they're on the scene broadcasting this live. And, of course, while they're broadcasting it, Ben's trying to get, the damn doctor to come there. And get the doctor to come there. And he starts talking to the police commissioner, who tells him that, hey, the Hulk knocked Johnny out. So, of course, Sue and everybody's like, oh, my God, he can't fight the Hulk by himself. So Reed, who's still honorable enough, he says, the city needs you. You got to go, see to the needs of the city. It's your duty. And he's like, I'll hang on somehow. I'm still not helpless. Just go before I'm too weak. So the Hulk and Sue, or not the Hulk and Sue, the Thing and Sue head off to fight the Hulk. And then why the hell do they get in a police car and go? I don't know, but they do. Well,
it was the closest thing.
It was the closest thing. They didn't have a damn fantastic car somewhere. This is the other thing that got me. So they head off, and Johnny's woken back up at this time, and he's trying to, flame back on. And the Hulk just is slinging his ass around. And Sue, of course, is like, oh, my God, he's going to kill Johnny. So she puts a force field around him. And the Hulk can't touch Johnny because the force field is stopping him. But he finally just gets upset and grabs the force field and jumps. And he jumps so high that he stretches the force field. And Sue can't keep controlling it, and it knocks her ass out. So she passes out, and the Thing, of course, catches her. But when the Hulk comes back down, dude, he's got Johnny in one hand, slinging his ass around like a rag doll.
Well,
what?
Johnny is probably like 119 pounds soaking wet.
He's probably, but still, it's just.
Which is like you and me grabbing like a small bag of potatoes at the supermarket. Is the Hulk equivalent to
Johnny Storm?
Him slinging around like an unconscious Johnny Storm.
Damn it. So when he lands back down, he's like, it's the Thing. And, of course, Ben's like, oh, you remember. Well, you're never going to make sure you forget me this time. And so this is their second fight. First one, as you see from the letterbox, is an FF12. Absolutely wonderful issue.
Oh, yeah.
And so they head straight at it and get into a massive fight. Of course, muscle, fool, you are just a muscular freak, but I'm the Hulk. And I'll remember those words. Well, they'll look great carved on your headstone. I always love the smart talking Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
So him and the Hulk hit it up. And, the fight's pretty cool, dude. There's some classic scenes in here. I mean, Hulk, breaks, rips a damn bus in two. We're not going to say there are people inside of it. We're going to hope they left. Ben knocks him into a building. and they just keep going. And the thing that's so cool is every time they, the Hulk does something cool, Ben's always like, oh, amazing he could do that. How strong is he? He even throws the damn tires at his ass. Um, um,
Well, he thought he was the Michelin Man.
the Michelin Man. Dang it. I do love the fact that, Ben's trying to be, what's cool on this issue is Ben actually says he's faster than the Hulk because the Hulk's such a big brute. So he's landing punches and trying to get away. And finally, the Hulk grabs him. And when he does, he slings his ass into the air. He's just going to throw him away like, go away, kid, you bother me. And Ben grabs the edge of a damn skyscraper. The Hulk throws him over. But, of course, these are old school comics, so physics be damned. The Hulk grabs the damn skyscraper and shakes it like a tree branch until the thing falls off. And when he goes to fall, he's going to try and actually land on the Hulk. But the Hulk jumps back and reaches out and grabs him and pile drives him into the freaking ground.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, the thing starts thinking. And he rips the damn electrical cables out of the back. So he short circuits this entire borough of New York City to frag the Hulk. He fries him right there. While that's going on, of course, they're still broadcasting it, and Reed is really sick, and he's like, they're gonna, the Hulk's gonna kill him. I've got to get out and kind of help him, and he tries to get to the window, and finally does. Like, gets a little fresh air. He's not much better, but he heads out towards the fight.
He tries, but then he passes out. So
yeah, he's gonna get there. Now this was. It took me when I read it and saw it. Oh, you disappeared. When I read and saw this, this longtime FF reader, y'all know this, but so the Hulk and Thing are fighting here, and then all of a sudden, if you look, here's the Yancey Street gang. They have managed to get this dang truck, and they take it, they put it in neutral. They push it down the damn hill to knock the Hulk away from the Thing, because they don't want anybody else picking on Ben Grimm except for them. So they knock the truck off, and it rolls and manages to catch the Hulk and the Thing and goes off the pier into the bay. Of course, when it goes into the bay, the Thing, who last time I checked is a damn rock and can't swim, swims.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he swims, gets away from the Hulk because he's a rock, and manages to get into a damn boat and get it started and tries to get away. And the Hulk is literally strong enough to jump from the bottom of the riverbed through the freaking water and give chase to Ben Grimm until he finally gets in front of him and breaks the damn boat.
You would think the Thing getting in the boat would break it already.
Yeah, it's a really good boat.
He's a big rock.
He's a damn rock.
And that's a wooden boat. That's all I'm saying.
Dang it. So they keep, now that the boat's broken, the Hulk just like, come back, you sniveling coward. We'll finish this off here. And the Hulk's like, yeah, or Thing's like, no, dude, we're not going to do this in the water. And they head to the bridge. I think it's the George Washington Bridge. Don't they tell us in a minute?
I think so, yeah.
And they start climbing up the damn bridge, and they're ripping out girders and beating each other with it. And the Hulk, the Thing finally gets like a drop on him and wraps him up with a bunch of suspension cables. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna hold you. This will stop you. And he's holding him with the strength. But as the issue goes on, you see Ben's like, hey, look, I've got the advantage now, but he's so strong, he's going to break through it. And the Hulk continuously tries. Meanwhile, Sue's gotten back to the house to find Reed passed out. And she's so worried. Johnny's in the hospital now. You're terribly ill. Ben's getting his ass beat by the Hulk. We've got to do something, you know. And he's like, I just don't know. If I could clear my head, stop the room from spinning. Of course, the doctor, this is where we find out that he actually has the virus, some unknown virus. There's nothing I can do for him. He needs complete rest. I warned him against working with untested formulas. And yeah, exactly. And of course, they're still broadcasting this crap on the news. Is this where they're talking about doing the nuke, or is it later in the issue?
I think it's in this one. Yeah.
Yeah. So the damn military is here, and they're like, look, they're battling. Yeah, they're battling atop the Washington Bridge. The thing is fighting valiantly. Seems to be weakening or something. Stand by. We'll do a close up. See, the Hulk is broken free, and so the Hulk managed to finally. That's another famous scene there. Tear up the damn suspension cables and get free. And he's like, I'm gonna just kill you now. And he lays into the freaking thing. That is a terrible picture of the Hulk.
Yeah, he looks a lot like Mo Howard right there.
Yeah, he does a little bit now that you say it. Damn. But you know what's funny is, as bad as that picture is, it was used on a bunch of crap too. And I always thought it was weird. It's just not a good picture of the Hulk, but it's famous in its own right. But he beats the hell out of the thing, and he's like, you know, I just want the Avengers. You know, find them. There's nothing I can do to me. Yeah, so he's still. All right, this is it, man. Stan City. He's still in the evacuator, but if he ain't closer, so let him have it.
And the reporters are like, how do they think a bunch of small arms are going to affect these guys?
Yeah, exactly. And the Hulk, hey, yeah, bring me the Avengers now. I want my revenge. Of course, the thing, you know, Sue and Reed are still watching it. And the thing has just had the hell beat out of him. He's like, he beat me. The Muscle Brown creep beat me. It's never happened. But this is what's so cool. And the same thing happened when we read, Marvel 2-in-1 Annual 7. Even though the thing has been beaten down, dude, he gets his ass back up. He's like, I'm going to go and either kill the Hulk or, you know, he's going to kill me. That's it. And he heads up. So he heads to the Hulk again. Then continue next issue. Yeah, it must be next issue where they talk about they have small tactical nuclear weapons they're going to use in New York.
And then there's this cover, and I'm like, how the hell did Rick Jones get up to the top of the skyscraper?
We don't want to talk about the proportion of the skyscraper, but yeah. Yeah,
it's like high steel in New York City, and Rick Jones has apparently climbed like Spider-Man up to the top.
Yep.
The thing is up top. Giant Man is down the bottom. Thor is swinging his hammer. Cap is throwing his frisbee. The Wasp is way down there. Reed is just fine now. and the Human Torch is back at it, ready to fry his ass again.
Yeah, and the thing is we just finished reading that issue. The Avengers haven't showed up yet. Reed's ass is sick. The thing's the only one that could be there, and you know, we know that Johnny Storm is in the damn hospital.
This was something to sell the book,
yes,
and grab attention for like all like the Cap fans and all the fans of the individual characters from the Avengers, and the Avengers had just started.
Yes,
so it was a super hot book.
Oh yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Then it was really popular. It was, you know, it was the first team book since the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that one, and then on top of that, you look at it, you've got all those, and still going chronologically, dude. This may be only freaking third appearance of Cap, maybe fourth. I mean, all these people are still so new. But yeah, don't miss the great conclusion of the epic battle between the Thing and the Hulk. Then we get a breakdown of what happened last issue. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, George Bell, and Art Schmeck. Yeah, we got a different letterer this time.
Previously in the pages of the Fantastic Four.
Yep. When the Avengers take over. That's a cool picture too.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. Here it is. All right, so there's a Thing who's still getting the hell beat out of him. And all this. It's amazing the Thing must be fighting on sheer courage. Condemned neighborhood. Oh yeah, they're in a condemned neighborhood, so they're like, oh cool, they're wrecking that place for them, no problem.
They're in the hood.
That's what they said. We didn't say it. Yeah, hold your fire, men. We'll hope to keep the Thing at bay.
And that the previous page, the Thing crumbles up a bunch of rocks,
Yeah,
liquefies them, and yells to the Hulk, "Here's mud in your eye."
yes. I'm trying to find where they talk about the nuclear weapons.
Do you know where the nuclear weapons are?
Nuclear vessels. Yeah.
I think they're in Alameda. Over the bridge.
Over the bridge.
As we just spout out random Star Trek lines while we're talking about the FF.
So here Reed and Sue are still watching. Of course, Reed really wants to go help, and he's like freaking out, and the doctors are trying to subdue him. He stretches and stretches and passes himself out. And, finally the doctor's like, hey, he took his life in his hands, working these chemicals. He's not the scientist I'll have, but I'll have, he takes these viruses back to the lab to try and get to them. And in another part of the hospital, don't you hear who the mystery patient is? It's the Human Torch. He was brought in under sedation after battling the dreadful Hulk.
Okay, here's my issue. Torch's clothes disappear as he becomes engulfed in flame, but they're still there, but you can't see them.
Yeah.
How the hell are those bandages not burnt off?
Didn't you read this? Did you forget it already?
Go ahead, tell me. I read it.
But 2 weeks ago.
I still have issue with it.
Okay, he takes off the pajamas, and if you notice at the top, the pajamas are made out of asbestos. So,
but he takes off the pajamas.
Yeah, it changes into turns to flame on, and then he says, "I don't have time to remove these asbestos bandages. I'll have to worry about it later." Meanwhile, we're not going to talk about the cancer that asbestos gives you.
Mm-hmm.
So he heads out. He flames off, and he can't quite make it there. He's too tired. But he gets there. The Hulk and Thing are still fighting. He goes and throws in a couple of good whacks, shoots the Hulk. Throwing molten steel at him, and the Hulk just like freaking breaks a fire hydrant and douses his ass. And they hear this may be the first Hulk power slap.
The sonic clap, yeah.
Yeah, this may be the first one. He uses bricks, and he freaking knocks the Thing and the Human Torch down. Okay, so here it is. As soon as the staggering vibrations cease, they did it. They'll never be able to stop the Hulk. We've got to put all the alerts in. The artillery is in position, sir. They're waiting for your command. They're in firing position, zeroing in the Hulk. This is it. So yeah, they fire. They shoot a damn missile at him, and he catches it like a damn baseball. It says, and he just swings around and throws it into the air, and it blows up in the sky. Maybe that wasn't the tactical nuke one they were talking about. Unless I thought that. I'm trying to see if it says it. Yeah. So it blows up, and Johnny and the Thing get up. Of course, now Johnny has his clothes on, even though he took his pajamas off and wasn't wearing them under them. He was like butt naked Human Torch. Now he has clothes back on because this is a kid's comic. You can't let his wang be in around there. He says, the Thing's like, hey, you've done your bit, kid. Rest up. I got to go fight the Hulk again. So he heads back off. That is really killing me. I know they say it in here.
Yeah, I know. I read it too. But they were ready to go with the nuclear option,
Yeah.
but they really didn't want to.
Yeah, they didn't want to. I mean, that's what I was thinking when I read it. I'm like, that would destroy like half the freaking city. that's why
Mhm.
we that's why we don't use tactical battlefield nukes. So they're heading off, and they're the thing is looking for them. There's reporters. Hey, where's he at? And unbeknownst to them, the Hulk has gotten down into the damn subway system. And of course, here comes the subway train, and the Hulk's right there, and just stops the train, dude. He reaches out and stops it, and tells all the damn people, "Hey, get the hell off the train. I'm going to go find the Avengers." And he gets in, and he's smart enough to operate the train and head off and drive to Avengers Mansion, which Avengers Mansion is Tony Stark's old mansion, which is across from Central Park. I can't remember the actual address, but that's where it is. So he heads there and comes up through the sewer and enters the front door pretty much. And lo and behold, when he gets there, it's all dark. And the Avengers snap on the lights. It's like, we just got back here. We knew you'd come looking for us here. Um, we're gonna beat you up, but let's try and reason with you first. And of course, they don't. They just attack him. Uh, and in the giant ass fight, the Hulk is mad at Rick Jones because Rick is his friend, but now he's with the Avengers. He's changed sides, and the Hulk grabs his ass, and he leaves. Um, just tears through the damn building and heads out. Of course, I love how he just wipes everybody. Cap's like, oh, he's like a steamroller. He can't be stopped. Uh, and he heads off. Now, back at the hospital, what's cool is Reed actually feels better now. I guess the doc got some stuff in him, whatever. He's feeling a little better. So he gets up and heads out to see what the hell's going on with Ben and Johnny and Sue. And
This is a much better ending for Reed than the one that he got from the Scarlet Witch in the Multiverse of Madness, where she popped him like a balloon.
dude, that was freaky. As bad as that was in that freaking Multiverse of Madness, what she did to damn Black Bolt,
I know.
dude, she screwed him up.
Maybe you shouldn't have told the enemy that one whisper from him would eliminate you.
Yeah. Oh well, okay. You can't talk now. I'm out. You know why? You ain't got no
Only
mouth.
the bad guys are supposed to tell you their plans while they're cavorting.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What is it? Did you see the one online was like was it who was it posted? I'm not saying who posted it, but I saw it. He's like, it's too soon. And it showed Cap and somebody else. They were carrying like two small coffins to the grave. Yeah, she cut her ass in half.
I'm like,
Yeah, so the Fantastic Four team back up, and they're heading there, and it's like, hey, the Avengers are back in New York. They're pursuing the Hulk. So they get in the Fantastic car and they head out to see what the hell's going on. And there, of course, there he is with Rick Jones, and I love the Wasp is just flying around. She manages to get in his ear, zap him a couple times, buzzing. He knocks her out. Of course, Cap comes and is trying to fight the Hulk, and he's barely getting the hell out of the way before he gets killed. Hulk's just swinging crazy. Easy, big man. You'll wear yourself out.
mm-hmm.
And I do love these are some pretty cool scenes now with Kirby. Johnny just throwing fireballs, flying around. Of course, the damn FF and Avengers are getting in each other's way. Damn, they
because they've never teamed up before.
Never teamed up for, and they're pissed off because it's like Reed and them are like, hey, look, the Hulk come, we started fighting him first. He's our problem. We'll take care of him. And the Avengers are like, he was one of our team members. He's a founding, he's our problem. We'll take care of him. But yeah.
And he's trying to kill us. So, step aside.
Yeah. Yeah. Get off, buddy. And they're beating the hell out of each other. And while they're doing that, the Hulk just grabs, Rick Jones, and does. Oh my God, my brother told me about it, and I read it. It was the funniest thing ever when the Spider-Man Red Hulk team up. When Spider-Man tells the Red Hulk, he's like, "Hey, I'll get on your back. It'll be cool. That way, when you jump around or whatever." And the Red Hulk grabs him by the arm, and he says, "Well," he jumps off and just drags Spider-Man with him. And Spider-Man says, "Oh, we could just do a violent girlfriend drag along or something." Damn it! So Hulk's not quite that bad. He actually grabs damn Rick Jones by the waist and just leaps up to the top of the skyscraper. This is where they start talking about it. Hey, yeah, the Avengers begin to regroup and plan. Sorry about this, but you shouldn't have gotten in the way. Reed Richards, you're used to giving orders to everybody. I never thought a girl would be able to stop me with a bit of invisible hocus pocus. I meant to use my invisible power on the Hulk. Boy, did we all make a mess of this, little caper. Say, Curly, is that get up of yours for real? I do love old crazy Iron Man here. Do you like his antenna on his little his arm so he can talk?
Mm-hmm.
They talk to the police. They look for where he's at. Target H over. Yeah, he's at top new construction on East 63rd Street. So they head that way. Of course, when they get there, on top of the building, Johnny gets there first. He does a couple, melts some girders. Then the Hulk just throws crap at him. They keep flaming and everything else. And then Iron Man, who has this damn fan in his hand for this issue.
I know. I'm like, what the hell is that? That's not a repulsor.
Yeah, this is some damn fan or something. He's like, shh. So he fans his ass away. Or magnetic repellent, whatever it is. I do like this. This is from Incredibles 2, where they stretch Reed Richards, and fling him up there to catch Johnny as he passes out. Of course, Iron Man's used all of his magnetic repulsor stuff to actually pile all this iron on the Hulk, and gets himself caught up in it as the fight keeps going on. I do love Thor shows up and starts to save him. That's a good picture of the thing. It's pretty dynamic. I like the front hand. Hey, I was fooling around earlier, but I'm taking the kid gloves off. And they get into this massive ass fight, and the Hulk knocks him into damn concrete. Of course, Cap finally shows up, tries to throw a little wrecking ball at him, and the Hulk just slings that crap back at him.
Yeah, the thing gets thrown into like a big trough of cement.
Yeah, cement there, and then the Hulk's or Captain America's trying to hit the Hulk while he's watching the thing
with a wrecking ball. Yeah,
and that doesn't go over well. They get to this little jumping match, and I do like the fact that it shows that Cap's not going to beat the Hulk by himself, but he's strong enough to get the hell out of the way, smart enough and agile enough that he's not going to be, a pushover completely.
Mm-hmm.
He does manage cool stuff, but hell, dude, the Hulk just launches his ass into space off this board, knocks him out. Oh, when I read this, do you remember when Giant Man had to take the damn pills?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, so he's got to take one to make him grow and one to make him shrink. And then years later, I can't remember, 1 or 2 years later, it's not long. What is it? It's like Avengers issue 20 or something. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at it. Maybe it's 18. Where he's taking the pills so much that it's actually giving him the power, and he no longer needs to take them. He can just change size at will. But yeah, so him and the Hulk get into this fight. And, of course, he slings the Hulk around and vice versa. And the Hulk goes to hit him, and he has to take a little shrinking pill and get the hell out of the way. And then, he keeps growing and shrinking. And he's just tiring the Hulk out. Of course,
how does he swallow that many pills without a glass of water?
Dude, it's a lot. It's like 10 in this one page. So So him and Janet show up, and he manages to call all his ants to get to the Hulk, and they're making him itch, and he's freaking out. Kind of Hulk's
Hank Pym
raging.
is a pill pusher.
He's a pill pusher. The Hulk's freaking out, and I don't remember this, so it's got to be in one of the early issues I've just forgotten. But Rick has a set of gamma pills that Bruce created, which will turn him back into Bruce if he can get the Hulk to take them. So while the Hulk's ranting and raving, Rick Jones manages to run up to him and throw one in his mouth. And of course, the Hulk's like storming off to the edge of the pier, and he falls into the water. And they go looking for him. And they're like, oh, he's got the strongest lungs ever. He can stay underwater for hours. He's probably went away. But not far away, Dr. Banner kind of floats to the surface and floats away.
Was that the illustration of take a long walk up a short pier?
Maybe. Long walk up a short pier. Meanwhile, back at the construction site, you're safe now, Rick. I was always safe. The Hulk would never hurt me. No matter, I know it. Of course, they keep going on. You've got the feeling that you're sorry for the Hulk and all this. And then this is where they say, hey, Captain America is taking Rick Jones under his wing. He's going to, show him the whole thing. And Rick reminds him of his lost partner, Bucky.
Oh, poor Cap.
Poor Cap. He's always so sad now. No telling when the Hulk will show up again. Our battle wasn't in vain. It gave us a chance to meet each other. And I'm pleased to have that. I pray the Avengers can make record as unsullied as that of the fabulous Fantastic Four. So, yes, this is like third or fourth appearance of the Avengers. It's not many. Fourth or fifth, excuse me. I'm so revealed. It's all over. Only my pride, baby. Only my pride. Now, so they head back. Next issue, guest starring Submariner and Doctor Strange and a million surprises.
And since we're talking about the Hulk.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Where the hell did you get that?
This is an original piece of art from Mario V, Marv V, that does the Sin Killer book that I sent you.
Oh, sweet, dude.
He did this like 10 years ago and sent it to me as a gift.
Oh, yeah. Well, you need my address?
No, I got it, but, it's going to look good here. This was last year. He also sent me a panel of his book, too.
Oh, cool.
But, okay, enough of me. There we go.
But, yeah, they head off. The next issue, like I said, has got Doctor Strange, Submariner, and I think Doctor Doom's in it too. The next issue, but issue 24 is the famous one with Submariner in it, like this, and Sue checking out his butt.
I've never seen a man in a Speedo before.
Yes, you did. Back in issue 4 when he picked her ass up and drug her to the sea.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude, that's a long damn time ago. Neither one of us were here when that came out. Had to read that in a reprint, baby.
Mm-hmm.
60. That may have been 62, but it would have been like January 62 or something, because like I said, it's issue 4.
60-something.
Yeah, did you manage to get something while this past week or so?
Well, I can't remember the number though. You had sent me an Amazing Spider-Man issue in that big box of comics that you sent me.
I can't remember. I was just throwing stuff in there. I'm like, I think you'll like this. I think you'll like this. I think he'll like this.
And I think that would be a good read.
Whoa, okay. Have you got it?
It's way over there. It's next to my recliner with my girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Hey, babe. Babe? She's asleep.
Uh-oh.
I'll send you the issue.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was.
It's where Gwen shows up after Gwen has died,
Oh,
like
one
148 or something,
or
or
49.
145.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's got like her leg on the cover.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then Spider-Man's like, "Oh no, you're dead." Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's a good issue.
yeah.
What's sad about it is, well, we'll get to it, but yeah, you read it. That's probably, dude, Spider-Man was one of my favorite comic book characters in the mid to late 80s, early 90s. And then when the Spider Clone story come out and Ben Riley,
Mm-hmm.
no.
I like it.
Did you?
But on a different turn, today back in 1989 was the original Michael Keaton Jack Nicholson Batman film was released.
Oh, today?
Today in 1989.
So today would have been a Friday in '89 because I think I went and saw it in theaters when it first come. Man, that movie was freaking awesome back in the day. Hell,
Well,
it's still awesome.
I bought tickets, but I didn't buy them far enough apart, so I had to like get a refund. Because we were gonna see it like twice in a row. Didn't realize it was like 2.5 hours long, and I bought one like for an hour later. I figured it was like a 90-minute show or something. I don't know.
Oh, dude, no. Yeah, it wasn't quite 2.5, was it? It's over 2, but not much.
Yeah, I think it was like 150 or something.
Yeah, it really is a good movie though. A lot of people go on. They love Jack's performance in the movie.
Jack doesn't perform. Jack just reads lines.
Yeah, well,
Jack is Jack.
Jack is Jack, and even that. Now there are some scenes where he's like just way out there, super campy, and I just don't.
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
Yeah. Yeah.
As I put mine on.
As you put yours on. Dude, and I just don't think it's the ultimate Joker, which some people do.
Nope,
But then
Caesar is.
Some people think that it's Jared Leto.
Well, those people are stupid.
You said it, I didn't, buddy. I'll just agree with you. You said
I'll say it again too.
No. I mean, Heath is the best Joker to me. George Romero's the best Joker of my childhood, probably back when we used to.
That wasn't George Romero. That was Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero, whichever one. Yeah.
George Romero was Day of the Living Dead.
Damn it, man! One of those Romero guys. Even though he wouldn't shave his mustache.
Yep. Which I think is great because like now, like all the toys that depict him, like I've got a bank behind me that depicts him, and the mustache. When you look close, you can see the mustache underneath the makeup.
Underneath the makeup. Yep. Of those shows back in the day, though, the 60s shows like that, I know it may sound crazy. Batman was great. It could be a little campy sometimes, and I went, really? But it was great. But of them all, I'm telling you, dude, and I bought I think I bought the whole set at like Big Lots for like $15 or something. And I haven't sat down and watched them yet. My favorite of the shows is the Wild Wild West.
The original Wild Wild West, not the Will Smith.
Yes. The one that had the little panels. Man, that show is awesome.
So many good shows back then, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that, of course, Star Trek and damn.
Yeah. Time Tunnel.
I remember some of Time Tunnel. God, Land of the Lost.
Yep. The original Catwoman was in Time Tunnel.
Oh, God, what's her name now?
Lee Merriweather.
Lee Merriweather. I was fixing to say Julie Newmar. But I can't remember.
Julie was the first one on the series, but Lee was in the movie, which predated it. So
really, what was the movie from 41 or something? Or is
No,
that
no,
the
no.
series? There's a crazy Batman series from like the early 40s. It's really weird.
There were two different serials.
Yeah.
There was one that was just called the Batman, and one that was called Batman and Robin.
Okay. I've
So there
got
was
one of
Batman.
them.
I think I've got both the serials.
Yeah, I've got one of them on tape, but I think it's just the Batman, the first one. I don't remember seeing Robin in them.
Yeah, Robin was in the second one, so I've got that one.
Yeah. But yeah. I don't know, dude. I used to love all those reruns.
But I was watching Superpowers earlier on HBO Max and listening to Adam West voice himself.
Of course, you know who designed the Superpowers TV show?
Jack Jack Kirby.
Well, yeah. Just some of the Superpowers he did. Yeah. Then you got Super Friends was Alex Toth.
Mm-hmm.
I did pick up a sweet Johnny Thunder #1 recently that had Alex Toth cover. The thing
Nice.
that's amazing is you look at his work and it's like, holy crap, this guy is so good. And people don't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, diehard comic people are like, okay, this guy's an awesome, but regular comic readers just don't know him. It's kind of amazing. He really should have done more in comics. But I mean, dude, when he got drug out west and started doing all them damn shows, I mean, for God's sakes, man, this is the guy who did Birdman. He did Space Ghost, freaking Super Friends. He did Herculoids.
Mm-hmm. And you remember the oversized Justice League book that I showed you that has like all of his
stuff in it,
all his stuff for the Super Friends in there, the character designs, yeah.
And I don't have it. I know. Of course, now Jack did. You know, he did Superpowers, and he did. Oh, dude, that's another book we have to read. Did I tell you I bought the? It's like a Superpowers miniseries from the '80s that Jack draws. And
two of them.
Well, I got the first one then, okay, because I was reading it, and it's got like Darkseid in it, and it's amazing. I'm like, holy crap, this is some of the best Jack Kirby art I've ever seen. And I know it's, you know, his stuff, and it's in '86, so he's older. I mean, he died in '92, I think it was. But I'm just like, holy crap, this is amazing. But the other thing is, you know, Kirby did all that stuff over, you know, in Hollywood too, when he left kind of comics. Because remember, he did Thundar.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, dude, that cartoon is so damn good. Amazing. But anyway, enough on cartoons. I could talk about cartoons all the time. They're literally my favorite thing to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds terrible. Oh, sadly though, Tim Sile left us.
I know.
Dude, I just picked up The Long Halloween. I've never read all of it. I picked up that trade a while back when I went to Ollie's and they had all of them. And I was like, hey, I'm going to put this on my read list. And he died. I still haven't even seen what he passed away from. Because he was young, man. He was like 66.
He was one of the artists that stayed in town after the Boston Marathon bombing. And he went to Comixology in Somerville with Tim Seeley and oh God, why can't I think of his name? I love his work. David Mack.
Yeah, Mac's good too.
Mack signed a bunch of stuff. I bought a couple of things, and he gave me like a ton of stuff. Tim Sale was signing anything you put in front of him, he would sign for free. And he did one remark per customer, not per customer per book, but per customer.
Yes.
I showed up there. Now, I couldn't find my Long Halloween, so I got the hardcover.
Yeah.
Right. I've got most of the individual issues, but it was a time where, you know, work wasn't quite there, so I didn't have them all. But I had I have a nice hardcover of it somewhere. And so, I mean, I read the entire story, and I sat down. I fell asleep during it, but I played the the animated Long Halloween on HBO Max.
Is it any good?
I don't know. I fell asleep.
Oh, damn! It sucks
But
getting
it's
old.
it's animated in his style. So, but my friend Chris Anderson brought. What did he do? Superman for All Seasons.
Yes, Superman for All Seasons.
He brought his hardcover of Superman for All Seasons, and Tim did a sketch in that for him. And I brought Spider-Man Blue, Daredevil Yellow, and Hulk Gray. And of course, being the Hulk fan, he did like a Hulk head sketch on the inside cover for me, but signed all 3 books.
So now's where we will like I just hang up in disgust and go away.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a good. All those are good. What's amazing is that him.
Well,
and
it's you that open up a book, and on the first page you see Jack Kirby's signature. You go, look what I found.
that did happen, didn't it? I've gotten a bunch of books like that where I just buy them off randomly. I got a Gerber signature that way too.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a bunch of Howard the Duck books offline, and I got one or two of them were signed by Gerber, and I traded one to a guy online because he said he wanted one. And with Gerber, maybe I'm too nice. But
today my girlfriend picked me up 2 more McFarlane figures at Walmart.
which ones?
One of not the new 52, but the thing that Dan DiDio was trying to do before they booted him out the door.
What?
Future State.
Oh yeah.
I've got like the Dark Detective from Future State, which I thought was kind of cool because it's kind of like a mashup of what Batfleck wore and in the end scenes of Justice League with the coat and everything. But this one was just like the regular Batman where the entire face
goggles.
No, this one was the entire face was black.
Oh, cool.
So I get the Batman one. I've already got the Dark Detective one. And she got me the death metal gold Wonder Woman.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Like the pre-crisis Wonder Woman. I got it over here. Let me grab it.
Pre-crisis, okay.
I'm kicking the turbo boosters on my wheelchair. So there's like the image on the back.
Oh, okay. Oh, the gold Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like solid gold. Okay, yeah, I saw that one. Huh.
And I didn't know it was from Death Metal. I thought it, because it says Anti-Crisis Wonder Woman. I thought it was pre-Crisis Wonder Woman.
Huh. I do like the one I like.
So I read it wrong, and I should have known as soon as I saw the like the chainsaw thing, because I know that's from Death Metal. So
yeah, I do like the was it the Kingdom Come Wonder Woman they have? That's cool with the wings. You saw the damn exclusive gold Red Hood I sent you, right? That figure looks good.
Oh, the Red Hood that's completely red.
Yeah.
Somebody already made a meme out of that where they took the artwork, they cut out the artwork of the figure, and they put it in a red hot bun, like from the ballpark.
Good Lord. The other figure
I think that one it was that one, and
there's like 3 Red Hood figures now.
Yeah, that one looks the best though.
I like all 3 of them actually. It's kind of weird. Oh, talk about strange books too. I read Nightwing 93 the other day. Dude, that's a good book. And I love the cover. You have to check it out after we get off the podcast. The new issue Nightwing 93.
Let's see.
You hunting it up. Show everybody what we're talking about.
I'm just like Scrolling down. Through like a million pictures of my kid from years ago. Picture of us as Statler and Waldorf. The fact that we used to eat ice cream out of toilet paper rolls
Oh God.
from
Yeah.
the ice cream truck. Where's that? I know I shared the damn thing. Oh, here's another one too.
Which one?
This one looks amazing. Listen to me. I sound like a valley girl. It looks amazing. This is the Scarecrow.
Oh yeah, the Scarecrow looks good. The one from the freaking cartoon, not the cartoon, but the
video game.
Yes, that's the scariest damn video game ever. Yeah, it's gold label, Red Hood gold label.
Mm-hmm. So there's this one, which I want to get, and then let's see. Oh God, this cough has got to go. Scrolling. Hey, it's me, scrolling.
Yeah, they call it the monochromatic Red Hood.
I just saw that it was like the gold label.
Yeah.
There's that one. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, that looks awesome. That's a nice looking figure.
That's like blood red.
Yeah. I like that one. I like the one I picked up. And there's another one that has like a brown leather jacket that's really cool. Dude, that was such a good series. But the big one we have to talk about, and I don't even know if I sent you the thing for it, but I'll bring it up so you can see it. Sadly, it is a Target exclusive.
Oh, I hate Target.
You hate Target?
I hate Target.
All right. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know. There you go.
Oh, the Owl Man.
Owl Man, baby. Owl Man.
Wasn't that like a Build-A-Figure?
No, there's a Build-A-Figure in it. We'll get to it. Dude, look at the cape.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this figure looks awesome. I mean, it really does. But it's a Build-A-Figure Starro. Collect to build Starro. Where's the box? You see it. Oh, you get two of his little pieces, and then I guess that's the inner eyeball.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that figure looks so good.
Yeah, I hate the exclusives because then you pre-order the exclusive.
Yeah.
And then the week it gets released, you get an email that either Target or Walmart has canceled your order.
I don't think I've ever done a pre-exclusive like this, but I may actually do this one. I mean, I like Owlman. Of course, I know he's the Batman knockoff. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it's awesome. Really good looking figure, I thought. I like the detail in it. The McFarlane stuff is really good. I mean, the Marvel, the Marvel Legends series has always been good, but some of their figures are coming out with now, especially these like random what if ones or whatever. The new Thor one from Love and Thunder, where he's got the freaking helmet, just looks dorky, and I'm like, no, this is Thor. He's not supposed to look dorky.
Target has this gold label too.
Oh yeah, sweet. That is, which Batman is that? That is from.
I think that's from the Bale movies when the cops dressed when the cops dressed up as Batman and just started going out.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too. The Superman Lex Luthor. There's a classic Lex Luthor I was looking for too that has the green battle suit, but I saw it, but I can't track it down. Yep, original Catwoman.
There's the Julie Newmar, yeah. And these are the Page Punchers.
Sweet.
Now, there's 3-inch figures, and then there's full 7-inch figures. The 7-inch figures are like $25 a piece.
Yeah.
With the book, and the other one is like $19 a piece.
So why would you spend? Yeah, there's our Owlman.
And
Spawn.
this was stupid. This was Manga Spawn, and I'm like, this looks retarded.
Yeah, it looks like some shit nobody thought of.
Yeah,
nobody wanted this.
And but there's so many people that are just like, well, I gotta buy it now.
Yeah. Is that the Batman you got with the black face?
It might be. I can't tell till I look at the box.
Oh my God! There's the Robo Batman.
Arkham Knight, yeah.
Yep.
This is Arkham Knight that now only comes with a grappling gun that used to come with armament, which is why you have to go to McFarlaneToys.com and order the $15 armament pack.
I haven't done that yet.
Which, by the way, in that pack is the big giant John Cena Peacemaker gun.
Oh, sweet. The Peacemaker figure looks good.
Which that gun also doubles for the same size gun that Jack Nicholson's Joker held in the '89 Batman movie.
Oh, the real long one. Warhammer.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That is Superwoman from the Ultraverse. Remember the villains?
Okay.
It was like Ultraman, which is like the anti-Superman, where he gets his powers from kryptonite.
Yeah.
And this is Superwoman, which is actually Wonder Woman, but
yeah. So she's sleeping with Superman.
Yeah. So she's infused with kryptonite the hard way. But yeah, so I mean, I would buy these just to get the Starro figure.
Yeah.
There's the Black Adam.
Do you think that show's going to suck?
I think that movie's going to be awesome.
Do you?
Sad but true, because any action role that The Rock goes in ends up being good because he's The Rock.
Yeah.
But I was looking because they've released a bunch of pops for Black Adam. One of them is like a giant oversized pop of Hawkman flying in like a space glider.
Yeah.
It's like a $30 pop though, because it's like one of the big giant ones.
Good Lord.
But they're releasing like all the characters. So they're releasing obviously multiple Black Adams, Adam Smasher, Dr. Fate, and like a few others. So I'm like, I go, ooh, I'm tempted. And there's the other one.
With the lightning.
Yep. Now I think it's the same figure. I think this head and the plastic cape pops off, and then the other head goes on, and then you've got the Lightning. But I'm not happy with, of course, I'm not happy with all of the casting choices. This is just Spawn giveaway things. There's one of the other Red Hoods. This is the Gotham Knights, the video game that still hasn't come out.
I hadn't played. It's been a while since I played one of the Batman games. They were pretty good. They just got kind of the same formula over.
Yeah, they're all the same. It's like different stories. It's like, why should I buy this game when I can wait because some video game nerd is going to edit together all of the cinematic footage into something, which is why I thought it was stupid that they bothered to make an Injustice animated film when they had an Injustice animated film in the video game. But Gotham Knights is Red Hood, Batgirl, Red Robin, and Damian Robin.
All right, now is it the Red Robin with the good costume, or the Red Robin that he, when he broke into Falcon's house and stole his uniform?
Oh, I don't know. But Batman is supposedly dead. It's an offshoot from the House of Owls.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Storyline where it's kind of like a mix between House of Owls and the Cult, where they're saying Batman's dead, and what's going to happen, obviously, is Batman is going to be one of the Talons. They've broken him and put him into a coma and reprogrammed him or whatever. But these figures, the Batgirl figure looks pretty cool, and this Red Hood looked really good.
Yeah, I want to go back and read the Cult. I hadn't read it in a while. Nightwing looks good.
Mm-hmm. There's the Batgirl. And there's Robin.
Oh, that's the classic Red Robin suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the one where he breaks into Falcon's house. A big dragon. There's the Joker from the video game.
Yeah, that's been released, but they made him as a $40 figure because he's a big, giant, oversized one.
Yeah.
But they gave him the same size stand as they give a normal size 7-inch figure.
That probably don't look too well.
Here's the Wally West Flash figure that I really want to get my hands on because it looks so good. And this, of course, is with, special effects, but
yeah, of course.
But they redid the costume and.
Oh, that's the Wonder Woman from
Endless Winter.
Yeah.
And
damn, they did a Constantine figure.
Constantine figure in the Page Punchers.
Sweet.
There's Gay Superman.
Oh, my God, you said it. I didn't.
Well, I figure it's going to be his son because look at those rosy cheeks.
It's a terrible figure, dude.
He looks like he just got a colonoscopy or something.
Or he just got the hell up. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
There's a grunge Batman.
Grunge Batman. And there's the Page Punchers Black Adam. So the Page Punchers Black Adam figure is different from the actual line.
Yeah, and the actual line looks better than the Page.
Yeah, they're calling them Page Punchers because they're doing them comic book representation of the action figures. Except I never remember Black Adam having shoulder pads.
No.
And he never wore the cape. It was just the actual costume.
Yeah, no cape. The black costume, no shoulder pads. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Constantine actually looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. the little magic disc pops onto his hand, and
Yeah, that's cool, Batman. Talking about magic characters, I don't know if I showed you at the antique store a while back. I found that's a good looking Joker. Issue
Mhm.
2 of Doorway into Nightmare with the Kaluta cover. I think he does the whole art in that series too.
oh yeah,
I don't know if
Eh,
you've read them. The
no,
Doorway to Nightmare.
nope.
It is Doorway to Nightmare #1 is the first appearance of Madame Xanadu.
I thought I had the first appearance of Madam Xanadu.
It's in. I love how you look it up now. It's value. La la la. My
Yeah,
God.
Target also has the Martian Manhunter classic figure too, as a gold label,
Oh,
like
sweet.
like the '60s version.
Oh, the I don't say cheese tacular one, but yeah.
Mhm.
There you go. That one.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Yeah.
It's not in as nice condition as that book that's on screen, but
Yeah. Well, I've got mine's probably not quite that nice either. My first #1, but the #2 I got is really nice. And Kaluta did I think he did all the interior art too, but he did all the covers, and they're just absolutely wonderful covers. But I mean, damn near anything he does is awesome.
I mean, I've also got the first appearance of Helena Wayne, Huntress too.
What's her? From DC
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 Superstars.
Special
Superstars, yeah. I think
Superstar
it's
17.
Yeah.
Is it still up there? Can you see that one? No. I'll bring it back up to you. There it goes. That's the #2 I picked up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't have that one. I've only got the #1.
Yeah. I've got a handful. Have you? One day we'll have to talk about it. If you ever go back and look, like 2004, I think it was. They did a Madam X series,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember who the artist is, but I think Grell is the one that's writing it, and it's amazing. It's like way back in the past, and she's like fairy people or something. That's where she's a mixture of human and fairy kind or something, and she's got her sister, and her sister's like sleeping with freaking Merlin, and I mean it's kind of whack. But it's cool. It won a bunch of awards. I found them in a dollar box and started reading them. That's what I like about dollar boxes. You can find all kind of cool stuff you've never seen. But all right, yeah, give me that issue, and then we'll get ready for next week, man.
Joe Quesada just posted that Mike Pascaluo just passed.
Oh my God.
If you love Marvel, if you've read any of our comics, watched any of our movies or TV shows, you know Mike. He was very creative in the Marvel industry.
Oh, yeah, I saw he passed away. I don't know what he passed away from, but yeah, I saw that he passed away. Senior VP of Marketing and Television.
Mm-hmm.
50. It's crazy. But
yeah, I know. But all right, we'll be back next week with a new book. Well, actually, an old book. We never come back with a new book.
No, very seldom.
And we might show off new books that we get in the pre-show, but that's about it. So we'll be back next week with a very cool, amazing Spider-Man and maybe some more stuff. Who knows? Join us next week for another episode right here on the Boomer Network.